Hana binti Yusni. I will explain for the point of incident which relates to the topic integrity system as reported in the news. The incident as reported in the news is Bank Negara want continue the strengthening Malaysia financial integrity system. In this news, highlight some issues, implications and solutions. Bank Negara will continue with the initiative and measure to strengthen the integrity of financial system in Malaysia. National Coordination Committee to counter money laundering (NCC) will be consulting the public in imposing a limit of 5,000 on the usage of physical transaction in order to prevent abuse of cash to support illicit activities. Illicit activities such as money laundering and financial terrorism. Bank Negara said any amount in any excess of the prescribed of limit have to settle through traceable methods such as checks and electronic payments. Besides that, there is a shared responsibility among the stakeholders to combating financial crimes. Everyone must play their roles in ensuring the integrity financial sector remains intact. Bank Negara also to keep abreast of international development and to safeguard Malaysia anti-laundering money and financial terrorism regime. This includes some formulate strategies in response to the emerging trends and threats while keeping pace with advance in technology. According to Bank Negara Malaysia, as the Central Bank of Intelligence Financial Unit, their responsibility is to collect, analyse and disseminate information on suspected the money laundering, financial crimes or financial terrorists and other serious crimes. Bank Negara also stated that reporting institutions are obligated to file a suspicious transaction that report to the bank when they have a reasonable ground on a transaction that relates to the criminal activities. This point towards greater awareness among the reporting institution as their first line in defense for helping to combat financial crimes. Bank Negara said it will continue the strengthen and deepen relationship with its international counterparts and other stakeholders in the global fight against the financial crimes.
To discussing about integrity system, there are three main factors that involved in these issues. The first one is definitely the Central Bank of Malaysia, or being called as BNM. This role is to promote monetary and financial stability. For instance, currently Malaysia and most of the country are having unseen war which was badly messed up the economic system. So BNM, who is the one who take the responsibilities to help the government with financial plan as presented by our Prime Minister this past few weeks, it was named as Bantuan Perhatian Nasional. It also exists in the country in protecting an unnecessary money transfer, which is known as money laundering, based on act that was gazetted by governments. Furthermore, the second factor is citizens. They are customer or consumer, which are using banking service such as money withdrawal and current saving. So they will encourage to follow the financial rules and regulations in order to secure any financial deals that had been made by the others. Last but not least, it is related to stakeholders. There is a team that helped to hold a share in the BNM and make some decision to fight against global financing crime. For example, they were monitoring the account that owned by the criminal suspected, who is Jolo. He is the most wanted caller criminal in Malaysia over 2019. So based on the credibilities that stand by these three factors, They are very crucial to sustain the smooth deal that related to our National Monetary Plan.
My name is Putri Nurul Nabila. So today I want to explain to you about ethical implication from the incident. So, firstly, anti-money laundering laws should be tightly enforced and multinational companies should be compelled by publicity disclose all financial statements on a country-by-country basis. The results between 94.22 billion and 33.7 billion was illegally siphoned out of Malaysia from 2006 until 2015. According to the latest 10 years report by US think tank Global Financial Integrity GFI, Bank Negara Malaysia has taken more stringent enforcement measures against reporting institutions that are compliant with the need for money laundering and terrorism financing prevention that give impacts towards Bank Negara Malaysia terrorism financing. Example, through salaries, revenues generated from legitimate business of the use of non-profit organizations to raise funds through donation. So, these implications will continue with our friends. Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nurizwan bin Rosli. I will proceed to the implications. Okay, the next implications is the reporting institution should keep all the records and documents of transactions those obtained during customers' due diligence procedures for at least 6 years after the transactions has been complete or after the business relations with the customer have to end. Next, the implications that regarding to the issues of Bank Negara Malaysia is according to the Financial Action Task Force. Money laundering can be referred to as a process whereby criminals disguise the ownership, also control of the original proceeds of criminal conduct by making such proceeds to appear coming from a legitimate source. The main purpose of money laundering activity is to make a dirty money legal and to take the profit out of crime. The money laundering process has been basically described by three distinct stages, namely a placement, also layering, and integration. Okay, in the first stage, the proceeds from the illegal activities are introduced into a financial system. The large amount of cash broken up into a small funds that are then directly deposited into a saving account or by purchasing a few monetary instruments that are later collected are deposited into accounts at another bank or locations. Usually, launderers prefer to move their funds through stable financial system. Okay, that's all from me.